Everybody, it's me and Cynthia, and we've been meaning to do something for a little while now. Cynthia asked me if we could record the way that I do the presentation. Let me just get rid of my DJ headphones. I look like a convict today, don't I? I've just cleaned up my head. So so Cynthia asked me if I could do a recording of how I do the presentation, because obviously I get a lot of conversion. And I know Cynthia, one of the things I've noted about Cynthia is that when she joined the business, she did a lot of appointments, and her kind of hit rate in terms of the amount of people who became customers has increased steadily. And one of the keys to that is that Cynthia has just consistently learned the scripts that I use and applied them in her business. Is that right, Cynthia?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So all we're going to do today, guys, is we've recorded me doing the presentation and going through a quote with Cynthia. And what I'm going to encourage you is I'm going to speak slowly. I'm going to encourage you to copy my script, what I say on each screen, even the sort of tone and the tempo that I use. All right. If you mimic, just copy the script and teach your team to do the same. What you'll notice is that you'll get better results. You'll get more people who'll become clients more quickly. So Cynthia, I'm about to share the screen with you.
Yep.
The presentation. So have you got your presentation up as well? I guess you don't need to, because you can just use mine, can't you?
I'll be your customer.
There you go. So you can see that, okay, Cynthia?
Yep, perfect.
All right, guys. So the first things we're going to do is, obviously, I'm going to have a little chat with Cynthia, and then I'm going to send her to this link. So I'm going to say, hi, Cynthia, how are you?
I'm great, Bernard. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. You know what? I really appreciate you giving me some time today. Much appreciated for me.
No problem at all.
Because I know you're incredibly busy.
That's all right.
So Cynthia, you know that I've got my DJing ministry.
Yeah.
Well, it's wonderful. It means that I can do what I'm doing musically. I can go around and work on lots of projects, help lots of people providing music. But I've also had to start an additional business that is just basically, it's for example, as a DJ, there's no pension, and the income isn't consistent, and especially during lockdown. So I've got this additional business that I'm doing that has allowed me to kind of cover that and also take care of myself in the future. Would it be okay if I showed it to you today?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely.
Okay, fantastic. So thank you for that. So let me just ask you a quick question though. Are you or anybody you know currently looking for an additional income option?
I'm definitely looking for additional income.
Oh, are you? Okay, so what is it you're trying to do?
Well, I'm going to be moving house soon, and I'm going to, be renting temporarily for a little while. So I need that additional income, which is going to be able to really kind of meet the rent per se.
Okay.
And as well as that, I'm also going to be taking out a new car.
Oh wow!
Which is also going to be an extra expense.
Okay.
And obviously, I do want to be able to be in a position within the next 6 months to at least subsidize what I've got for a deposit on a house.
Okay. So out of interest then, Cynthia, so working very part-time from home, what kind of money would be of interest to you to earn every month?
I think anything from 1,500 up would be really ideal.
That's completely doable. Completely doable. So what I'll do then, Cynthia, is I will show you what I'm doing, and this is what we show our customers.
Sure.
Okay. So if somebody's struggling, what it is typically it's because they're typing the URL into Google and searching for it. So that tends to be older people or people who are not very technical. So an easy thing to do is say, what's your email address, and just email them the link and say, click that link. Okay, and it will just open up in their browser for them. Okay. All right, so Cynthia, so we're at the presentation. So you should be looking at a big purple screen. Is that what you can see?
Yep.
Okay, so before we get going, we're called UW. Have you heard of us at all before?
I have. A few years ago, somebody approached me.
Okay, okay, fantastic. All right, but it's not a company you come across every day, is it?
No, not at all. No, never seen them on the search engines.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's a really good reason for that, which I'm going to show you. All
Okay.
right, but if you just click on Start Presentation, and we'll begin. Okay. UW is a completely British success story. We've been going 25 years, so we started in 1996. We're a FTSE 250 business, which means we're one of the best performing companies in the UK. All right,
Okay.
the top 350 companies. We turn over nearly £1 billion, and we've got over 650,000 customers. All right, main thing I want to stress to you is we have been around a long time. We're one of the UK's fastest growing utility brands that most people have never heard of. Okay, and there's a really good reason for that, which I'm going to show you now, Cynthia. So in the bottom right hand corner, you'll see a down arrow. If you see that and click that, you'll go to the next screen. Okay, so can you see a screen that says refer a friend?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So if you look at that top of that screen, it says no advertising. All right, and that really is what sets us apart from everybody else.
Right.
Okay, gives us, our customers, a real advantage, and let me explain why. Lots and lots of these companies, you know, whenever you turn on your TV or radio, you just get bombarded with all these deals and special offers and so on. Well, these guys are spending, all these utility providers are spending like £1 million a day, some of them even more than that. And the thing is, they've obviously got to get that money back, because advertising is not cheap. So the way they do that, unfortunately, is they have to put it on their customers' bills.
Right.
Okay. So what we do, Cynthia, is we don't advertise at all. All right, and that means that we can guarantee to give you savings on your bills. Okay. All right. In addition to that, Cynthia, we can give you amazing benefits. All right, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and you're absolutely going to love them. All right.
Okay.
And then the final thing is, we say to our customers, look, you be our advert, because the first thing that happens is when people join us, they absolutely love what we do. And the first thing that people do when they find something good is they tell their friends and family, don't they?
Very true.
So what we say, Cynthia, is look, especially if you become for our new clients, we'll say, look, we'd like you to have at least 2 or 3 months worth of free bills.
Yeah.
So could you imagine if you didn't have to pay your electric or gas for a few months?
Fantastic.
Be great, wouldn't it? So what we do, which is completely different to everybody else, is we say, look, you be the advert, you connect us with people in your network, you know, your family and friends, and for everybody who becomes a client and uses our services, you can get 50 quid off your bill.
Okay.
So it's great, isn't it? Yeah.
Fantastic.
But also remember, I spoke to you about the extra income option. All right.
Yeah.
So you can make a great income doing this as well, which again I'm going to show you at the end. All right.
Brilliant.
Okay, so let's go to the next screen. So same thing, little arrow in the corner, just scroll down. So you should be looking at a picture of the absolutely fabulous Joanna Lumley.
Yeah, I remember her.
All right, so she's a really good friend of the business, and she's also our brand ambassador. In fact, she's our most famous customer. All right, so there's a really short video there. So if you could just watch that, and at the end, I'm going to ask you what you like best. Is that okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Okay, so you watched the video. Cynthia, what did you like best about what she had to say?
I quite like the idea of the one bill. As well as that, I love the free LEDs. That will definitely be handy for me, and the cashback card.
And
So,
the cashback card.
great big
Okay,
stuff.
well, let me go through those things one at a time. So The fact that you said single bill, that's the thing that everybody says. Okay.
Okay.
So I've already said to you that we guarantee that we guarantee savings to our clients, and then we make it really simple for them because we put everything on one bill for them.
Okay.
So you don't have to have loads of different direct debits and account numbers and phone numbers and all that hassle. And also, it's all backed up by award-winning customer service.
Fantastic.
So we also give our customers an app which we call the Clubhouse, and on there they can track everything. They can track their broadband, their landline, their mobile, the gas, electric. So it's really, really easy and convenient for our customers.
Sounds
If you
great.
scroll down to the next screen, I'm going to show you some of the key benefits now, Cynthia.
Right.
Okay. So can you see where it says we're replacing the nation's light bulbs for free?
Yep.
Okay. So are you familiar with LED bulbs?
Yeah, I've got them in my own house.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, well, you're looking to move, aren't you? So, okay.
Yeah.
So LED, if you go to places like IKEA and, I don't know, Homebase and that, you can pick up LEDs that will cost you a few pounds and they'll last you a few thousand hours.
Right.
You can't get the ones that we give away for free.
Right.
So the ones that we give away for free, they will last you up to 25,000 hours, which is massive. All right, they're really, really high quality. And check this out, Cynthia, they will reduce your lighting spend by up to 90%. All right, which is a massive saving. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? Right, we actually install them for free for you. So you don't have to worry about getting a step ladder or, how I'm going to get them in. It also means that you'll get the right bulb in the right slot. And they've got over 20 different styles, so they'll come round and do that for you. You get a lifetime guarantee with the bulbs. So if you were to knock one and it broke, or if you've got extra light fittings or anything like that, you can simply just pick up the phone, call head office, and they will send you a light bulb for free. And of course, the key benefit is that you get you get lower electricity bills forever. Okay, so it's really, really powerful. Okay, so next to that, up on the right hand side, you should see a thing that says a Gourmet Society card.
Yep.
Okay, so do you like to eat out at all? Are you?
I do, definitely.
Okay. All right.
At least once a month.
You're absolutely going to love this. So the Gourmet Society card will give you up to 50% off in about 7,000 restaurants in the UK. All right. It will give you 40% off the main cinemas. Okay. So do the kids like to go to the cinemas?
All the time.
All right. So imagine 40% off, and I'm talking about, View, Odeon, all the big brands. Wherever you go, you'll get 40% off as standard.
That's really good.
And then you'll get big discounts off big family days out. So, things like Alton Towers and Madame Tussauds and all that kind of place. You get some decent discounts off there.
That's fantastic.
All right. So recently I took my wifey and we went to Frankie and Benny's. And then after we went to Frankie and Benny's, we went to the cinema. And we got 25% off our meal. We got 40% off the cinema. So Cynthia, on that one trip, I actually got £20 back in my pocket.
That is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, there's nothing to, why wouldn't you do that? It's just fantastic.
Absolutely.
Cynthia, the real jewel in the crown is the cashback card. All right, so it's worth saying it's not a credit card. There's no APR, and it can't get you into debt.
Right.
All right, so it's actually a cash top-up card.
Okay.
Right? So you remember I mentioned to you that we give our customers an app called the Clubhouse.
Yep.
Clubhouse app. So in there's a little section, and this is what everybody does.
Right.
They take their weekly or monthly shopping money, and they'll put it onto the app. And then when they go out buying, they won't use anything apart from the app to do their purchasing.
Okay.
And the reason why they do that is, remember I said to you that we guarantee to lower your bill?
Yeah.
All right, so imagine we've lowered your bill and we've given you a nice discount off it. And then on top of that, everywhere you go shopping, when you use this card, imagine that a percentage of what you spend with that retailer comes back as a further discount off your bill.
Sounds really good.
It does, doesn't it? So where do you do your weekly shopping, for example?
I mainly go to Aldi, to be fair.
Okay, fantastic. So imagine if you go to Aldi and a percentage of what you spend with them comes back as a discount off your bill.
Better than what I'm getting now.
Fair point. Fair point. So let me show you a little bit more how it works. So, so if you go to the next screen, you can say cashback card. Can you see that?
Okay.
All right. So you'll get at least 1% wherever you go. All right. And on the high street, we've got over 50 high street favourites, big brand name stores, and you can get as much as 7% off at those stores. All right. And remember, this is just the stuff that you buy anyway. And then online, we've got over 2,000 partners.
Right.
Okay. So with those 2,000 partners, we've got everybody from the likes of Groupon, you know, where you get your discount coupons and all that stuff, all the way through to people like Booking.com and Virgin Atlantic, all the big clothes stores and all that kind of stuff. So everywhere you go online, you'll get cash back. All right. So what I'm going to do, if you scroll down to the next screen, Cynthia,
okay,
I'm going to show you some of the top retailers. Now, it's worth saying that, of course, we've got hundreds and hundreds of retailers, so we can't get them all on one screen. So this is just a snapshot so you can see the caliber and some of the companies we're working for. But out of interest, do you shop with any of these?
Yeah, quite a few, to be honest.
All right, fantastic. Who are your favourites?
Well, Clark's for the kids' shoes, M&S for their clothes. Now coming up to school, back to school.
Yeah.
That gets used a lot. Occasionally Sainsbury's, Halfords, B&Q, Primark.
So there's quite a few on there, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely.
Now you mentioned Primark. I know they give 5% cash back.
Yeah.
All right. So just imagine every time you went to Clark's, which isn't the cheapest place, but it's great quality, isn't it? Or M&S or whatever. Imagine that a percentage of what you spend with them comes back as a further discount off your bill. All right. So let me give you a couple of examples of, you know, these are my clients myself. So I had a lady reach out to me, one of my radio listeners called Alison, a single mom. She said to me, Proclaimer, can you help me with my bills? So when I first looked at her bill, she was paying £148 a month for everything.
Right.
Okay. It's fantastic. I was able to look at her bills and able to get them down to 93 quid a month whilst improving her services as well.
Right.
All right. So you can imagine she was really, really pleased about that. It's like over 30%. Saving. But Cynthia, in her first month, she used the cashback card. And remember, with the cashback card, you don't use your debit card anymore. You don't use cash anymore. You just use the cashback card. In her first month, she got £60 cashback. So that means the £93 that she would have paid, which she was thrilled about, she didn't have to pay that. She only ended up paying £33 for the month.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, that £33 was for fibre optic broadband. It was for landline. It was for gas. It was for electric and mobile. All right. So that's great. So what I would say, other stories, I had a lady bought 2 tickets. She went to the Caribbean. See family, and when she came back, the cashback she'd earned wiped out her bill for the month. She didn't have a bill at all. A lot of our customers really, really get rid of their bill for January, you know, after your Christmas shopping.
Yeah. Okay,
so you can really make a dent in that, or any big purchases. So holidays. I know one story of a customer who bought a kitchen from B&Q.
Yeah.
And you know, I think the cashback churn was like the equivalent of 3 or 4 months worth of free bills for her. All right, so really, really powerful. But Cynthia, on an average month, what I would say is that I would say that on an average month, people would probably do £20 to £40 cashback.
That is
average, in my experience. So the way what I say to people is that's the same for most people as having free landline and broadband for life.
Right.
So imagine you never had to pay your broadband bill again. You know, it was covered.
That would be great.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? So let's move on. Let's go to the next screen.
Okay.
So Cynthia, the savings really add up. Okay, so even before we look at people's bills, we could normally save them. Hang on, let me just make that better. That's better. I don't know what's going on with the screen, but anyway, ignore that. Okay, so we can normally save them at least £1,000 in their first year. So that's the light bulbs cashback card and then the Gourmet Society card.
Mm-hmm.
And then remember, ongoing, they get the cashback savings year in, year out, Gourmet Society, year in, year out. The thing about the cashback card really is it's the stuff that you're buying anyway.
Yeah.
You know, and you're just, you know, every time you go to M&S, they're paying your bills for you, which is great.
That is
So
great.
let's go to the next screen. So it should say guaranteed savings. Let me just try and make this screen look less horrible. That's better. And down one. Okay. So it should say guaranteed savings at the top.
Yep.
Okay. Right. So remember I said to you that we guarantee savings because we don't advertise.
Yeah.
We're so confident about that we back it up with a double the difference price promise.
Okay.
And the way that works, Cynthia, is that if at the end of your first year you thought, well, if I'd have left my I don't know, broadband with Virgin or energy with Empower, I'd be £50 better off.
Right.
The company will double that and they'll give you £100.
That's very good.
Right, so that's confidence, isn't it? All right. They put everything on a single bill for you. All right. And the services are, they do energy, which is gas and electric,
Right.
broadband, line, mobile. And people can now even call head office and speak to insurance experts if they want really good deals on insurances.
Okay.
That's things like home insurance and boiler cover, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Then they'll get a total charge on their bill, which will be less than what they're paying. And then on top of that, they'll get a further discount, which is their cashback savings.
Right.
Okay. Can you see where it says £200 to help you switch?
Yep.
All right. So what that essentially means is sometimes people will say, well, my provider's told me because I'm leaving early, I've got to pay, £70 early termination fee.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is the company will pay that for you. All
That's
right.
really good.
So it doesn't cost our clients anything to switch over. We do that for them. But the main thing to say on this screen is, and this is the thing that people really, really love, when they switched across to us, we do everything for them. So we do all the switching. We speak to their suppliers. They don't have to speak to anybody.
Right.
All right. So we make it super, super easy because, to be honest, it's a bit of a drag and it's a bit of a hassle. Excuse me, it's a bit of a hassle and people don't like to do it.
True.
Okay.
True.
All right. So if you go to the next screen.
Yep. No worries.
I'm assuming that you're familiar with Which.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So the consumer champion. So people love Which because they're completely independent. And if they say something good about a company, they know that they can trust it. Well, we've got over 40 awards. Okay. In the last 10 years, we've won loads and loads of awards from them, including this year, we won Broadband Provider of the Year. Okay, so that's really cool. And if you go down to the next screen, you'll actually see that they're rated as top for energy as well. So, okay, so as you can see, we are head and shoulders above everybody else. Now, out of interest, is your current energy provider on that screen?
Yeah, looks like it.
Sorry, Empower. Okay, all right. So, well, as you can see, I mean, the difference between Empower and SSE, it's only 4% anyway. So they're all pretty much of a muchness, but we really come in ahead of.
Pretty good.
So yeah, really, really pleased with that, and obviously that makes a big difference to people. So if you go to the next screen, obviously as a mum, you'll be concerned about environmental issues and so on. So we are pretty much, in my view, the greenest, if not one of the greenest energy suppliers in the UK, energy suppliers in the UK. So remember I told you about the discounts you get off your LED bulbs. Well, the reason they're so cheap to run is because they save you so much energy, which obviously is great for the environment.
Okay.
All right. We also do 100% renewable electricity.
Okay.
Where people want them, we install free smart meters.
Okay.
And the final thing to say is that we plant over 120,000 trees a year.
Oh wow.
Okay, in the UK, they're planted in a woodland in South Wales. They're broadleaf trees, which are great for the environment. All right. The company's also got policies around the use of plastic and even paper. So as a company, wherever we can, we communicate digitally. All right. So
Okay.
we take those responsibilities very seriously. All right. So if you go to your next screen now, and this is where it's going to get interesting for you because you were mentioning that you're looking for an income.
Okay.
So let me show you how the money works. But before we do that, Cynthia, I'm just going to ask you a question. So, you know, all the screens that I've shown you so far,
Right.
okay, with a little bit of training and support from me in head office, do you think you could sit in your home and show these to people down the phone the way that I've shown you today?
Yeah, should be all right.
Yeah. I mean,
After a few goes, yeah.
there you go. Yeah, so a little bit of practice,
Yeah.
a little bit of support with me, maybe being on a couple of calls with you. Well, the reason I'm saying that, Cynthia, is guess what? That is pretty much the business.
Okay.
So
All
you
right.
show that to people, and what most people will want to do is for you to show them how much they can save. All right, and to be honest with you, people are very sensible, or pretty sensible
Yeah.
anyway. Once you show them a decent saving, I would say 9 out of 10 people just automatically become a client because
Sure.
people aren't daft. You know, if they can save 30, 50 to £100 a month with one of our packages and their cash back and all that, they just automatically take it because it makes sense. All right, so it
Yeah.
really is that simple. So let me show you another video. So if you go to the next screen, watch that video, and again I'll ask you what you like best at the end.
Sure.
Okay, Cynthia, so what did you like best about that?
I quite like. Oh, my laptop needs charging. I quite like. I'll tell you quickly, and then I'll go and charge it. I quite like the having to work with partnership and getting that support that you need, and obviously the independence that it gives you in terms of working around your own time.
Fantastic. Well, let me show you the breakdown the money for you. Hi everybody, we're just waiting for Cynthia to charge up her laptop, and then we're going to continue. So we're nearly there now. So while she's doing that, I'm just replying to somebody. Hello, Miss Lewis.
Hi, so sorry about that.
Okay, so the drama's over, so you're back. That's fine. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go to the next screen, Cynthia,
Brilliant.
and I'm going to show you a bit more detail. So it says there we're growing fast and looking for new people.
Brilliant.
Okay, so if you notice on the left-hand side, it's got a list of reasons why typically people would join our business. All right, so it starts with income now, financial security, and so on, all the way through to retirement and legacy. So just out of interest, which of those, and normally for most people it's more than one, which of those are important to you right now?
Obviously the income now, for now, and then I quite like obviously financial security and life experiences.
Yeah.
I think those work hand in hand really.
Okay, so that's some good reasons. I can relate to what you say. So the company, very part-time, gives me a really good income now. Okay, gives me a really good upfront income, and some great life experiences as well. So can you see where the table where it says income upfront?
Yeah.
So pick a number from 250 to £2,100.
I definitely want the bottom one.
Okay, that's what I like to
2,100.
hear. Okay, very positive. Well, here's the good news, Cynthia. That's what a lot of people would say. So here's the
Yeah,
good news. To achieve that, look, all you've got to do is help 6 families a month.
that's
Right?
easy.
Now, Cynthia, the reason our team's so successful, and I've got a great business, and we've got a great team, is because we actually help people who join our team off to a good flying start. All right, and what I mean by that is, in your first 30 days, I'm actually going to come on all your appointments with you. I'll do most of the talking until you feel comfortable. And my goal is to help you earn £2,100. All right. If I can help you earn
Right.
more, that's even better. All right. Now, here's the thing. It costs, as a client, it only costs £50 to join us. All right. If at the end of 30 days, even if you earn £2,100, but you just decided for whatever reason it's not for you, guess what? You can ask for your £50 back and keep your 2,100 quid. So
Oh wow.
really, you've got absolutely nothing to lose at all by giving it a try. Yeah,
Very impressive. That's fantastic.
it is good, isn't it? So, and I think because we look after our people so well and we make it easy for them, I think that's why we're doing so well. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So if you go to the next screen, I think I know the answer, but we'll go there anyway. So, Cynthia, what works best for you? Is it to make some money, to earn, save some money, or to do both?
I would say both. Makes sense.
All right. Well, what makes sense is let's see how much we can save you first. So, if you click on the both,
Okay.
all right, and I'm going to click here. Normally, guys, we'd log in, and I'd be giving Cynthia an appointment code and getting Cynthia to put everything in. But I'm going to pretend that Cynthia's filling this in. All right, so we're going to click on here and it's taken us straight to the postcode. Now, before jumping into that, this is what I'd normally say. I say, right, Cynthia, so before we get going, let's make a note of what you've got and how much you're paying for everything.
Sure.
Okay, so guys, I have a, oh, because I'm on screen thing, I don't know if you can see this. I have a book that I use. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing for a second and just show you quickly. So I have a book that I use. I'm trying to get it off the light, and as you can see where I make notes. So what I'll do is I'll make a list of what Cynthia's services are and how much she's paying for each one. And then I'll come up with a total. So we're going to use, let me find somebody who we did yesterday. In fact, no, we'll do a fresh one, just a test one. So, Cynthia, how much, who have you got your broadband and landline with, and how much are you paying?
Npower, and I'm about.
So that's your energy, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're with Empower.
Npower for gas and electric, and I probably pay about 60 £60 for gas, and then £60 for electricity, and about 80 for the gas.
Right. So electric. So guys, I'm making a note of this. And then I might say, Cynthia, have you, just out of interest, have you got your usage figures to hand?
I don't really.
Okay. Well, the good news is I'm pretty confident I know actually that we are cheaper than Empower generally. All right. So
Right.
we're not going to have any problem beating that for you.
Okay.
And who's your broadband with, Cynthia?
It's with Sky.
Okay, Sky. Okay. And what have you got with them and how much do you pay?
I think it's about, I've only got basic line rental and broadband, sort of like medium speed. I don't think it's like fast. I think I pay about 35.
£35 a month.
Yeah.
All right. So that's with Sky. Okay. So we've got 80, 60 and 35. So what's that? That's 80, that's 140, that's 175. Just out of interest, are your mobile phones, are they SIM only deals? Are you on contract?
No, I've got a contract which runs out next year, unfortunately, and
Okay. Well,
yeah,
what
that's
I'm going
about
to
four.
do, I'm probably, to get your prices down, I'm probably going to give you a free SIM card, the equivalent of a free
Okay.
SIM card. So you might be able to give that to one of the kids, or you might just stick it in a drawer, but I'll explain that in a minute. All
Sorry,
right?
I'm struggling to hear you a bit.
Okay, so I'm saying that we'll probably be able to give you the equivalent of a free SIM card because it will unlock extra discounts for you. But I'll
Okay.
explain that to you shortly.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So 80 is 140, 175 pound a month for all your services.
Mhm.
Guys, this is a key thing to say. So Cynthia, I take it you want to pay less than that.
If possible, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. All right then. So I'm going to go back to screen share mode. Okay, share. And I'm going to put me and Cynthia on the screen so you can see us both now. Okay, so Cynthia, you've got control of the screen. So I'm going to pretend she has, but she's going to have to shout out some details. So input your postcode. So what's the postcode we're going to use, Cynthia?
So HP 13.
Yeah.
7JT.
7JT. And okay, if you just choose the house address, what address is it?
Yeah, number 7.
Okay. Okay, and if you just click confirm address and then next, once you
Yeah.
clear it's right, okay. Okay, and what's your landline number for there, Cynthia? Just shout the dialing code and we'll make one up.
Can't remember.
What's the dialing code for that area?
01494.
01494. Oh, here we go. 01494.
All right, 444902.
Say that again.
444902.
444. There you go. Something like that. So it's not a Virgin.
902.
Okay, it's not a Virgin number.
No.
You've already said that, so we're going to click next. You own your property, don't you?
Yep.
Okay, so if you just click on own the property, and you've been there for longer than 3 months, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you would click no there. Okay. Okay, Cynthia. Now just click on go to bundles.
Okay.
Oh, come on, what's going on? We love it. Okay. Fantastic. The system's crashed. There you go, we're there. So Cynthia, can you see the double gold offer on the right hand side?
Yep, I can.
That's the one that everybody takes. If you can see, it offers the most discount. So if you click on that, we'll go through that. And if we need to remove or add anything, we can do that.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so Cynthia chooses this bundle. So Cynthia, let me ask you a question. Do you use your home phone line at all?
Not at the moment, no. Just
No. Okay, all right. So you can pretty much ignore this screen then, okay? So
yeah.
you're only going to have broadband, landline to run your broadband, okay? So if you go to the bottom and click continue. Okay, and you said that you've just got medium speed broadband. Now I know you've got children. Are you happy with the speed overall, or could it do?
It could be doing a bit faster. Would be great, to be honest.
Okay. So okay,
Everybody's on their device.
the second one down is Ultra Plus. That will give you up to 50.6 megs per second.
Okay.
Guys, just to say, these figures can change based on people's addresses. All right, and the options here. But what we're going to do.
But they're showing the same, aren't they? So I might as well go for the top one.
Yeah, but that's 40, so this is nearly 11 megs more.
And then at least 25.2 for both.
Yeah, okay, I didn't spot that. But should we just pretend that this one says up to 70, which it can do? Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we'll take that one. Cynthia, what do you use the internet for at home? What you guys do?
Laptop works sometimes when I'm working from home. The kids doing their homework. Phone, iPad.
Right. And how many rooms in your house?
3.
Right. So have you got any blind spots or anything like that?
I think sort of at the back of the house,
right,
near the kitchen.
All right. So if you scroll down, we're going to choose a router, and I just want to go through the options with you quickly.
Okay.
So the free router is just a standard router that most people will have, ideal for smaller flats, 2 bedrooms. Typically, I would say most people can get away with it. I know it says it's only for 2 bedrooms, but generally for most people it's adequate. If speed's really, really important to them, it's probably worthwhile going for the super router. And once you see the savings that you make overall, it becomes very affordable. All right. So which one would you like to go with?
I'll go for the super router.
Okay. So what that'll do is it'll really distribute the signal powerfully around your property. Okay.
Sure.
So if you go to the bottom and click continue.
Yeah.
Now, can you remember, Cynthia, you said that you're contracted with your mobiles?
Yeah.
All right. So you don't actually need a mobile from us at this point. Your contract comes up. But what we're going to do is we're going to put a £10 SIM card on your deal, on your bundle. And the reason is because by taking a £10 SIM, you'll get more than £10 extra discount elsewhere in your package. So it becomes worth it.
Okay.
All right. Did you understand that?
Yeah, yeah.
A little bit like a meal.
If I want to.
Say that again?
Does that mean I could use it if I want to?
Yeah, absolutely. You can give it to one of the kids, or you could do. In fact, what I did when I joined the business was I took a £10 SIM card and I just put it in the drawer. All right,
okay.
But I actually didn't need to use it. So if you click on that,
sure.
Again, don't worry about a handset at this stage. Again, guys, what I would always do if somebody says they want a handset, it's going to ask them for a deposit, and you can get bogged down in spending loads of time looking at handsets. What I would do is I would say, if you're looking for a handset, let's get this sorted, and then I'll give you a link and you can look at them and take your time and get the one you want. Okay, so we're going to say no. We're going to click continue. And then what I'll always do is I'll say, Cynthia, can you see where it says budget control?
Yep.
So you can see that little box. Now remember, guys, when they're sharing a screen, if you go like that with your mouse, they can see your mouse moving. So just check that box. And what that does is it locks your SIM so that, you know, nobody can run up a big bill on it. Is that okay?
Yeah, brilliant.
Right, now, Cynthia, in this instance, you don't need to worry about the phone number thing, all right, because you're not actually going to use the SIM. So you can just go to the bottom of the screen and click continue.
Okay.
All right. So Cynthia's done that. And then I'll say, right, Cynthia, on this screen, normally, if somebody wanted to add additional SIMs to the family, they could do it here. But again, we're just doing a SIM so that you can, you know, so you can get extra discount elsewhere in your bundle. So just click confirm and continue. Okay. Right, Cynthia, we're on the energy screen now. So if you want to choose gas and electricity, so Cynthia will do that. And then I'll say, Cynthia, you pay monthly, don't you, by direct debit?
Yeah, I do. All
right, so that's standard meter type. So if you just click that. All right, and we haven't got your usage figures, but the default setting on here is medium. So you said you've got 3 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 to 5 occupants in the house.
Yeah, that's about right.
But these are based on national average usage figures. Okay, so these 2,900 kilowatts and 12,000 kilowatts of gas, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so that's what typically your profile house would use. If you scroll down again, see where it says budget plan.
Yeah.
So I take it at the moment you pay the same figure every month.
Yeah.
That figure. Right, so that's called a budget plan. So that's what we'll offer you as well. So if you click on that, and then Cynthia, when you're ready, just click on get quotes.
Okay.
So Cynthia will click on that. I say now, Cynthia, can you see the massive saving that you've just made? So you've just told me that you're paying £140 a month for your energy, and with us, you're paying half that price.
That's pretty good.
That's amazing, isn't it? So you've just saved 70 quid a month on your energy.
Wow.
Yeah?
That's
Okay.
fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. So when you're ready, just to say at the bottom, you'll see a deal about the smart meter. Have you got any thoughts on having a smart meter?
Not sure about them yet.
Okay, well, if you take one, you'll get 50 quid off your bill.
Right.
All
Okay.
right, so they're really good. They help you manage your energy spend and see what's going on. So
Right.
just click accept quote.
Okay.
All right, so Cynthia, how many light bulbs do you have in your property?
Let's see. Do I go choose quantity? I'd probably say up to 61.
Up to 61. Okay.
Or
So
up to 60, sorry.
okay, so we'll choose on that one. And then we can, it's offering you some dates. So are you available on Thursday the 17th or Thursday the 24th?
Oh, let's go for the 17th.
Okay. What
AM.
AM? Okay, so if you click on that, Cynthia.
Brilliant.
Okay, and they'll email you that and they'll confirm that to you as well.
Okay.
Just scroll down. I just want to go through some terms and conditions with the bulbs with you. Okay, so the first one is they'll change the light bulbs in your home where they've got an LED equivalent. So the good news is they'll do all your spotlights, all your lamps, all your chandeliers and everything for you. Okay, so 99% of lights are fine. Second point, in the event of a compatibility issue, so if you had some old wiring in a room, sometimes they don't work with LED, they'll give you up to £100 towards the cost of getting something like that fixed. I just need to point out that, Cynthia, I've got 800 customers. I don't think that's ever happened at all.
Okay.
Right? So it's never nearly a problem. And then the final point is they don't want people to take the mickey. And what I mean is this. They don't want to come and put like 600-700 quid's worth of bulbs, in your case, in your house, and the week after you just cancel. So what they would do is they're saying to you, they'd like you to be a client for at least 2 years. Of course, you do have the right to leave, but once you've taken the bulbs, if you did do that, cancel any of your services, they would ask you for a small contribution towards the cost of the bulbs.
Right. Okay.
Right, seems reasonable, right? So once you're happy with that, would you just check that box and click confirm?
Sure. Okay.
Okay, and then just click continue.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have boiler cover in your house, Cynthia?
I used to.
Right, okay. Is that something that concerns you about maintaining?
Yeah, definitely. To be honest, I always have that. I generally always have it, but I haven't reviewed it lately.
Instead of reading through all this is what I'm going to say to you. Just go to the bottom and click I'm interested, and what the company will do is they'll send you details and you can have a look at it, sit down and go through it. And if you think it's something you want, you can take it. Is that okay?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so we click to the next screen now. So here we go. So you've got, did you see the cashback
card?
Oh, I know why. It's because you've done the, we've done this without somebody there. Sorry, we've not done it as a supported appointment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so normally, guys, we do the cashback challenge as well. All right. So it's really important that you do the cashback challenge with every client. So Cynthia, we did your cashback and we did the cashback challenge, and it showed that you could somewhere between £30 and £50 a month additional discount off your bill. So whatever we quote you right now, let's just say that you can get another 20, £30 a month off that. Would that be helpful?
That would be fantastic.
All right, so here we go, look, Cynthia. So you're currently paying £175 a month for all your services. Those same services bundled from us, you only pay £121. So straight away, that's a £50 discount. All right, plus you've got $5.99 setup charge, where it'd be $10.99 with your cashback activation. All right, and in addition to that, Cindy, you're going to get an extra 20, 30, maybe even £40 a month off that. So essentially, Cynthia, you're going to get your phone line, your broadband, fiber optic broadband. Remember we spoke about the super router?
Yeah.
And you're going to get your gas and electric for £121. And with your cashback, there's no reason why you can't pay £100 or less for all those services. So if you're happy with that, click continue.
Okay.
So guys, that's a really important thing to say here. So if you're happy with that, click continue, because effectively you're inviting them to become a customer now. So Cynthia's going to click continue. All right, and then she's going to put all her details in here. And then that would be Cynthia signed up as a client. So then when she gets to the end screen, I'm going to say to Cynthia, okay, Cynthia, so there's a blue button at the bottom about becoming a partner. I'm going to invite Cynthia to click that and say, now, Cynthia, I can't see your screens now. Oh, sorry, guys. One other thing I say, sometimes people get funny about sharing their screen. All right. So what I'll always say to people is when I give them the appointment code, I'll say, Cynthia, I'm going to give you the appointment code, and that's going to connect you to our system. So we're not sharing our screen with, they're not sharing their screen with us. We're sharing our screen with them. So Cynthia, this is going to connect you to our system. Okay. Then we get to the end. Cynthia clicks the become a partner button. All right. And then I'll say, Cynthia, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here. You fill all the screens, and I'm on hand if you've got any questions. All right. Cynthia gets through to the end and she says, fantastic, I've become a partner. And then the first thing I'll do is I'll say, Cynthia, can you just log into your partner portal right now? Cynthia will log in, and we're going to stop sharing. We can have a talk actually. Cynthia will log into the partner portal, and I'll say, can you see the fast starts? Excuse me, can you see where it says get online training there, Cynthia? All right, so Cynthia, let me ask you a question. Are you the kind of person, would you like to have a big business that grows quickly, or are you somebody who just wants to plod along? Do you want to ace this business? How do you feel about it?
Well, I need to be able to earn money like fairly quickly, so
Okay.
I haven't really got time to waste.
Okay, so the reason I'm asking you that is because the online training is a really good indication to me about how serious you are. So
Right.
most people will do that straight away. I'm talking about the same day if they possibly can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click you to encourage you just to click on that.
Okay.
And as you can see, look, it's a couple of simple modules that you go through. You answer some questions, and then at the end, the good news is once you've completed it, you never need to do it again.
Brilliant.
Okay. All right. So here's how it's going to work. If you can do that, all right. It's Thursday now, and if you can get that done overnight, and maybe do you think you'd be able to get that done by the morning?
I'll try. Yeah, should be okay. I'm actually off today, so yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Are you available at 11 o'clock tomorrow?
Let me just have a look. Yeah, should be fine.
Okay, so fantastic. So if you get that done, what we'll do is we'll go through your fast start plan tomorrow. So that basically is just how we launch your business. And remember, my commitment to you is to help you try and make £2,000 in your first 30 days.
Brilliant.
So it's a little bit like joining the gym and getting yourself a personal instructor. The thing is, you have to turn up, and you have to do what you have to do your press ups and so on. You have to participate. So I can help you if you really get stuck in. I'm actually really excited to have you on board. What I'm going to do is we've got a fantastic WhatsApp group. So with your permission, I'm going to add you to that group.
Okay,
all right.
sure.
All right. And Also, I know our leaders will be excited that you've joined us as well. So Martin and Pam, you may get a phone call from them guys. They might just ring you up and say welcome.
Okay.
Great to have you on board. Couple of other things before I come off the phone. So Tuesday nights we have a team meeting.
Okay.
We do it nice and late. We do it 9:30 because that just means most people have got nothing. You know, everything else is done. They finish work. The kids are in bed. All right. It's only a short team call. All right, but we'll post the link from that. Now, I'd really like you to come to the next one if you can, because I just want to introduce you to everybody and it will give you a good feel for the business. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right. And then the last thing is we've got a big virtual event coming up, not this Saturday, but it's a week on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a free event. It's called MAD, which stands for Massive Action Day. We're all doing it on the Saturday. Can you see in the portal where it's saying book MAD tickets?
I guess I can see when I get there.
Yeah. So if you click on that and book them now if you can, and it'll be good to know that you're there. So Cynthia, have you got any questions before I come off the phone?
How long does the training take?
Right. So to be honest with you, I think it's about an hour, hour and a half. You don't need to spend all night on it. Okay. Just quickly zip through it. Top tip I will give you, it's just a matter of compliance, ticking a box and saying you've done it.
Right.
If you get a little module wrong, you are able to backspace.
Okay.
Do it again. All right. So it's not a problem. Okay. Is there anything else? Anything else at this point?
No, because I guess we're going to go through everything tomorrow morning at 11.
Fast start plan. Yeah. All right.
Brilliant.
So well done. Great to have you on board, and I will speak to you in the morning.
Fantastic. Look forward to it.
So there you go, guys. So that's how, that's pretty much from end to end. I know there was a little bit of interruption, and to be honest, I'm not even going to edit it out because it's just life. It's just keeping it real. But the tip I would give you, in fact, I'm going to get Cynthia to talk. So Cynthia, you've learned my scripts. So can you just talk for a couple of minutes about what that's meant for you?
It just, the way that you communicate, I love the way you communicate, and you kind of keep people engaged and asking them questions, and you also ask, is that okay? You ask him permission always, all the time. So you've always kind of getting their agreement with it. Which I think is fantastic. It's very, very important. And so those are some of the tips that I've learned to apply in my presentations. And as well as using the person's name, I think that's really quite. I can't say how many times you use my name today, but I think that's really important because it really does engage the person and makes it a bit more personal rather than, they're just a number or somebody that you're showing a presentation to. So I found those particular strategies very, very helpful. And it's like predicted endings. So yeah, all of those tips I think is absolutely.
So what happened to your business as you learned the script? So what happened at first? Because you were doing lots of appointments. I can always remember.
Yeah, I was doing lots of appointments.
20 appointments a week or whatever it was. You were doing something.
I don't know about that many.
What were you doing?
I was doing a lot, but what I found was either the appointments ended up being really long, and I wasn't engaging, and I wasn't sort of prepping them beforehand or kind of getting that minor agreement. I wasn't really doing those things. And again, my communication was different. So now I've learned to apply those things, especially the minor agreement is very, very important. So they know actually, they're already coming in agreement. Okay, by the end of it, yep, they're gonna look at savings. They've already agreed that they want to earn more money. So it literally just flows nice and easily. So they don't feel like they're being sold to.
Right.
And the fact that actually you're there to help them. So that's why I found the differences in applying the strategies and doing presentation the way that you do it, Bernard.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. And would you say how if before you were speaking to 5 people when you first started, how many people would have been clients typically?
I think initially, once you got past your friends and people that and you kind of fumble your way through for the first few presentations on your own. But then the real building the business is when you go past that. initial group and you're actually doing it on a serious basis, my conversion rate was probably, I don't know, 1 in 5, 1 in 6. And
where would you say it's at now?
I would say it's 1 in 2 now.
Right.
And so yeah, there's always room for improvement. I want to do 1 and 1.
That's 3 out of 6. So that's a 50% conversion.
I think also as well the mindset. I think mindset as well. If you're already in the mindset that, you know what, I'm going to help this person here. I'm either going to want to do one or both. And you actually let them know, listen, I'm here to help you. I want to, you know, this is what I want to do with you. I think if you let them know that you're there for their best interest, not for your best interest, that definitely gets them more relaxed, and then definitely gets them more in the line of, okay, yeah, you know, if you're here to help me, then yeah, I'll let you help me. And
fantastic.
they're more open.
Well, well done for asking me to do this video. So this is up on our private YouTube.
Thank you for doing it, Bernard. Thanks for agreeing.
No problem, guys. So what you'll be able to do, guys, is you'll be able to watch this over and over and share it with your team members. It's not open to the public. It's a private YouTube link. So you can only share this link with people in our team, and just keep watching it over and over. And honestly, the more you just copy and mimic exactly what I say, that's all this business is about, is just copying what the more successful people are doing. Don't think you know it all. Honestly, when I joined it, I'm a real know-it-all. And when I joined the business, I had to let go of that, and I had to learn to just follow the system. Okay. So thank you for that, guys. So thanks for tuning in, and yeah, speak to you soon.
Bye.